Hi guys, this is Cheney from Not Your Mama's History, and today I'll be doing my first museum spotlight. The first museum or historic house I picked was the Cortlandt House. I picked it because it's little known, or people know about it but they haven't gone, so I am so excited to kind of give you guys a view into the historic house. I had an awesome docent, and it is David Kathis, and I got him on camera for 2 minutes. He kind of will tell you a little bit about Cortlandt House. I never like to give away the full goods of any historic house. As someone who works in a museum, we like to kind of give people a taste of what they'll see, but you have to actually come to see everything. And then after that, I'm actually going to put up about 30 seconds to a minute of pictures from around the house. And this is really awesome about the Cortlandt House. They actually let you take pictures inside, whereas a lot of house museums do not, because they have a lot of mixed ownership within their collection. The Cortlandt House interprets 3 generations of the Cortlandt family from the mid to late 18th century, mid to late 18th century. And that's Frederick Cortlandt, James Cortlandt, who was the owner during the Rev War, and Augustus Cortlandt, who lived to 95. That was crazy when I found that out. He was old as dirt. And the place was actually the property was actually a working plantation and mill, so they did have slaves, and I got to see some of the what they believe to be the slave quarters within the house, and it's just it's a gorgeous house, and it is old as dirt. So I think that's something very interesting that you don't see a lot of in the US. Houses as old as that in good condition, and you get the whole entire property to yourself. So make sure you check out the Cortlandt House. Please tell them that Not Your Mama's History sent you. Please have a good day, and watch out for that heat. It is so hot outside. Oh, whew, it is really hot.
Hello, I'm David Kappus. I am a docent at the Cortlandt House Museum in the Bronx. The Cortlandt House is the oldest house in the Bronx still existent, built in 1748 by Frederick Cortlandt, the 3rd generation of Cortlandts in America. Unfortunately, Frederick died before it was completed and never got to live in it, and it went on to his eldest son James, and upon his death in 1781 to the middle brother Augustus, who held the house until his death in 1823 at the age of 95. It is an incredible museum in that all the furnishings in the house are authentic to the period. The interpretive period of the house is 1748 to 1823, and all the furnishings, dressings, silverware, glassware, dinnerware, etc. are all to the period, although not all of Cortlandt pieces. The history of the house is quite interesting because it covers not only a very, very wealthy mercantile family, but also has tremendous connection to American history during the Revolutionary War. Not only did George Washington stay here at 4 different occasions during the war, but General Howe, commander of the British Army, used the house. General Kniphausen, commander of the Hessian troops, used the house. Washington even hosted a dinner for General Rochambeau when the French came into the war on our behalf, and came here in 1781 to hold an elaborate dinner in the formal parlor. After the Revolutionary War, the family's involvement in government and such declined, and they remained active in banking, real estate, and shipping, but retired to this country estate and became gentlemen farmers and managed the family fortune here in what is now Van Cortlandt Park until 1888, when they sold the house and all the land, which was about 1,500 acres, to the city, with the proviso that all the land become a city park, which is now Van Cortlandt Park, and the house become a museum, which it now is.